You and I, we must dive below the surface, a world of red neon and ultramarine, as we analyze the music of the Rush song, Alien Shore.
Every Rush song.
Tim, you were looking very Peart-like tonight.
Tim's camera isn't working. Just pretend like Neil is talking to us with his cool drum set.
There are some people who say Tim
You know what?
not only resembles, but plays very similarly.
I
might be one of
have
those people.
memory and awareness,
Okay.
but I have no shape or form.
Oh, yeah.
As a
that's true.
disembodied spirit,
Apropos.
I am dead and yet unborn. I have passed into my backyard, as was told from tales of old, to the city of the Rangers and the stars, but the Cowboys suck.
As always.
Yeah, that's good. That's a
That's
good
great.
song. However, there's also this one.
You and me, sex is not a competition. You and me, sex is not a job description. For you and me, we agree. You and I.
It's the cool bass
Now
line.
who was that?
That's a
who
cool
was that?
quote.
What was that song? That was nice. I liked it.
Alan Shore, who was one of the characters from Boston Legal. I think James Spader played him. No.
Well,
Alien Shore by Rush.
I have a little fun fact about that. Alien Shore is a song written by the legendary Canadian rock band Rush for their 93 album, Counterparts. Who do that? Back
good
to
to
you,
know.
Tim.
No, that'll be good for the text, for the subtitles,
Yes.
content.
It's
Yeah.
very, very nice.
Oh, how do y'all like this song? How's it rank among the things that you like in music?
I like it.
I do like it, and I love the groove of it, but this may be my most favorite
Oh,
of Geddy's bass playing on this album.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not a bass player, so I'm sure what he's doing is technically difficult, but it doesn't sound as difficult as Animate.
with the
Or in a
rid-a-did-did-did-did.
song that we will get to, maybe Double Agent. It's got that, I don't know. And I don't think he's ever used one, but does it sound like, in a way, he's using a fretless bass?
Yeah, I think it does. It sounds a little like it. I don't think he's using one, but it does.
Right.
Doing
yeah.
something with the chorus effect or something to make it sound. And all the
Fretless or no.
slides.
Yeah.
And-
Fretless or no, he's not worried about it.
Don't fret. I'm not, eh? It's fretless.
Thank you.
And that's one of the things he talks about in his book is how his fingers got so strong. So he probably has the strength to hold those strings to where it could sound
To crush
fretless.
10 buildings in a single bound.
He just plows right through the frets.
Yeah. It's the strength of 9 means.
Wait, 9 U's?
That's 9 means.
Okay.
Somebody
Yeah,
get that
it's-
goat out of here.
I love the bass. It's very funky.
Yeah.
I never thought we always talk about ranking songs. Maybe at some point we need to rank a few bass lines. We did the bass fills,
Right,
right?
yeah,
We did that
yeah.
live, Tim and I. That'll be an idea for later. We can do favorite bass lines, assuming we can agree on a distinction
Right.
between a line, a fill, and a solo.
Right. And I love, again, I don't think it's all that complicated, not being a guitar player, but I like Alex's rhythm guitar part in this. When you get to the for you and me, do 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 do, or whatever, I just love that.
Yeah.
So
pretty-
we're At this point, we are talking about the music, not the lyrics.
Lyrics will be next week, Jay. Next
Okay.
week.
I made some very keen observation about the music, if you guys would like to hear. And I think it's pretty much on par with what we've been discussing.
No, I think we could just skip over that.
Yeah, we'll move on.
Okay.
I mean, you did ask.
Jay, thank you for doing your homework and preparing some notes.
No
I'm
problem.
sorry we couldn't get to them this time.
Don't worry. It was just the dumbed down version, which is the usual version, but that's fine.
Oh, it's
No.
like the exercise videos where you have Tony Horton out front, and then you've got the one guy to his left that's probably better than Tony Horton, lady in the middle that's good, showing you the modified, and then you've got Jay over on the right side.
Drinking a beer.
Yeah, yeah. Just drinking a beer, looking up every few minutes and doing the arm waves or something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but yes, Jay, we would love to hear.
I just wrote as I'm listening to the music. Yeah, it kicks in very Rush strong, your typical drums, bass, guitar. Then a nice little, I would call a mid tempo for Rush
Mm-hmm.
when the lyrics kick in. And I also made a mention, I love the bass line. During
Oh,
the
yeah.
instrumental break, there's the bass and solo guitar goodness. Again, these are generalizations. And then Geddy slapping the bars like a mofo.
Right.
And I like the way it ended, a nice ending with just the vocal harmony reaching for the alien shore. I thought that was cool. And to sum it all up, I
Yeah.
think that is why Geddy should run for president of
Of
Canada.
I was going to say, I think. You have to be a citizen.
But Jay, you just said slapping the bass. Geddy
Boss.
doesn't. The boss. Didn't Geddy say he's not really a bass slapper? He's more of a popper.
I think some of the police reports would show differently. No, yeah, but the slap in the bars, of course.
And of course,
from-
it's just a key. Yeah, I love you, man.
I love you, man.
I love
But
you, Jay. Do you really love me, or are you just looking at me and just naming things? You
He can't
I
see you,
love
Tim,
I can't
because your
see you,
camera's not working.
but I love
yeah,
you.
that's true.
I
That's
love
so
you.
weird. Double Agent Tim.
Is it though?
Yeah, he's got some issue. We are not going to let that stop us. So we
No.
carry on. We spend
hear
49
every
minutes
Rush-
troubleshooting.
Yes. We hear at every Rush song, never give up, never surrender, and never learn how to use English properly. Am I?
Here.
What about this?
Yeah, I'd like to know what the hell is he saying?
I made a note about that too. I
Tell us
thought
what it is so that I can correct you.
There's several theories out there. Some say it says come aboard, man overboard, man about oars, which I don't even know what that would mean. Alex could be saying out of my nose for the count off, or it could be go Cowboys. I really,
I thought
really-
I thought he was saying another goat.
yeah, man about doors, send me the door. I have no idea.
Shane, I'm
Yes.
sure you know.
Well, yes, we're gonna have to defer to our friends over at Rush Fans, because Ryan from Rush Fans was on a Zoom call with Alex Lifeson and some others, and he asked Alex Lifeson what that was, and I'll put a link to that part of the
Wait,
show.
you're bearing a
when they-
lead. He was on with Alex Lifeson.
Yeah. He's
That's
big time, man. He knows people.
That is
telling you.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And so it's Bala Baruch. And this is from Alex. This is what Alex said.
Bada barouche.
Bala Baruch. And it was he said it was a cavemanism. And what's his name, Tim? The producer?
It's,
I mean, the engineer, sorry.
Yeah, Tim, the caveman.
Reynolds. Runyon.
Oh,
It is a thing that he said that meant he would say it when he was tired. And he says it into the pickups on Alex's guitar, which, by the way, it's the little silver things. Sometimes they're black by the strings, and it's like the microphone.
Was it? And who was it that said it? Was it?
Tim, the caveman, the producer. I cannot think of his name. I'm drawing a total blank. That's why I asked him. But I'll put a link in the show notes so you can watch on their video where Ryan explains in better detail than I just did. It's very cool.
No, it's not Tim. It's Kevin, Caveman Shirley.
Okay.
Surely you can't be serious.
I'm serious and stop calling
me caveman. That didn't go right. Okay. All right. Now I have some notes here at 8 seconds. What I wrote is cool bass sounds. Not the bass. Cool sound on beats 3 and 4. And it's just weird because usually those sounds are in the middle, but on this one, it's like right up front at 8 seconds. I'll go ahead and go to the Falabarouche. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Right. The fun things you hear on Rush songs. Actually, not every Rush song. Not every Rush song has something cool like that, but every Rush song, we'll point them out. Now I'm going to 157 where there's a really cool bass line. The song's full of cool bass lines, but this one has some slides and then a really cool I hate it when I don't finish my thoughts when I'm typing notes because I'm like, what did I even say?
You and I, we are pressed into these solitudes, color and culture, language and race. Just very
that little.
I know, and there's just so many. So many slides. It's like he was recording that going, you know what those guys at every Rush song are going to like? They're going to like all these bass slides. Yep. Listen to that little at the end of this thing.
You and I, we are pressed into these solitudes, color and culture, language and race. Just variations on.
It's almost like a hammer-on type.
Man, that is some. That is some kick-ass bass. It sounded great when I listened to it 27 times in a row, but hearing it with my earphones, which it's just the woo, 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 woo.
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah, Geddy Lee,
ladies and gentlemen, Geddy Lee of Rush, talking about Alien, sure, on every Rush song. Here we go. Cool guitar sound here at 2 minutes and 48 seconds.
Reaching for the alien shore. Reaching for the alien shore. Reaching for the alien shore.
I don't know, I just love the tone. And some higher, kind of flicking on the higher strings. Just very cool stuff. Okay, now during the solo, I've never heard anyone mention this. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it on this. So this is one of those where you should go buy the CD or the album and listen to it on headphones because there's somebody talking in the background. Have y'all noticed it before? Someone talking in the background during the lead?
I don't think so.
We'll see if you can hear it here.
Oh, yeah, I have.
It sounds like Geddy, right?
I think it sounds a little deeper. But
yeah, it doesn't sound like Geddy.
You hear it, I don't understand what he's saying. And the funniest thing about it is, while that was going on, I was making hand gestures like y'all could see me.
Really? We can't because...
Right, my camera.
Which is cool because Trying to find the
Cool,
spot.
cuz.
I was trying to make fun of Tim while I found the spot. All right. Cool drum fill. Going into the tune to death. What are words made of? Go through your mouth. Into the chorus at 4 minutes, 37 seconds. I like it. Anytime Neil does when he opens the hi-hat for a second with a psh.
Yeah,
At the
he
same
does
time
that
he's
on
doing the kick drum.
subdivisions.
I mean, he does it a lot, but
Yeah,
and he uses it. He'll do it as part of the beat a lot of times, or
Right.
the rhythm, but then he'll also use it as a fill a lot. And yeah. And I didn't have this in my notes, but Jay mentioned the ending. So let's check out the ending of Alan Shore. Did y'all ever watch Boston Legal?
Mm-hmm. Was that his name?
Alan Shore. That was Alan Shore.
Yeah, that was
Jay
the
Garrett.
Spader. Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
love that show.
Man, my volume knob's jumping around here. We're just vamping while I find the spot. That's all.
Bad, pretty bad.
Reaching for the alien shore. Reaching for the alien shore.
I
like
like
the
that
harmonies,
harmony.
too.
I don't usually find
James.
their harmonies, Geddy's harmonies, to be that compelling, but I like that one there for whatever reason. I think it's just because it was the instrumentation was dying out, and then it's just all vocals there. And you could hear it more clearly, and I liked it.
see, I thought on Counterparts they really started to bring up Geddy's harmonies a little bit more in the mix.
Okay,
Now,
I
is
mean,
that?
it's just my opinion.
Oh, is Tim right? Now, is that a producer thing, or is it maybe Geddy's voice he's getting older, and this is at the point maybe finally when his voice is starting to deteriorate some, so they're layering some things on it to make it sound better. I don't know. I think it sounds fun,
I
but-
think it's C, all of the above. I think it's the producer plus, hey, came up with a great vocal part. Do some more with
Yeah.
it.
Because there are some producers who want to just layer just tracks and tracks and tracks of vocals and things on it.
Right.
Jay doesn't know anyone like that.
Oh yeah, I don't know anybody like that. No one at all, Shane.
No one.
No one.
All right. Any other musical parts that y'all wanted to point out? That was all.
I was going to say something right before that last chorus.
You didn't, so too bad. Okay, you wanna hear should we talk about the last chorus?
Yeah.
No.
Right before the last chorus?
Yeah, right before the last chorus. The very simple little fill Neil is doing reminds me of, golly, why can't
Like, can't this? Yeah.
part 4 of Fear?
Really, Tim? We just had an Arctic
I
front the
know.
last several days.
I know, and because I can
Freeze.
hear the drum fill. But I remember when we were talking about how I was mentioning Neil's. You would expect him to be really going all out right there, but he's really doing something sweet and basic. And so I think Neil was using that same approach, but it's so cool and it rocks because it's so simple.
He does the right thing. He
Right.
plays the right fill. You know why it's right? Because he did it. We're just gonna let it ride out. Maybe. Okay.
It is, but play it slower since we're almost there.
Y'all slow it down.
For the alien shore. That's just us. Reaching for the alien shore. That's just us. Reaching for the alien shore. That's just us. Reaching for the alien shore.
Basically, it was just like a Jacko Gung getting into the reaching for the alien shore. But I love his little bass drum, double bass drum of rough right there. Rah, rah, rah.
Yeah. We're big fans of the rough. Barky bark. The individual performances of Alien Shore, and I think I've confused this, so I made a script. We rank each musician's performance of each song with 1 being Rush's usual greatness, 2 being extra special, and 3 being out of this world spectacular. Drums, percussion. 1 usual greatness to 3.
I'm going to say usual greatness on it because, again, it's for Neil. It's not all that complicated and hard.
Yeah.
It's very fitting for the style of the song, but he's not doing anything. Most drummers who know their way around a kit could play this song. Probably pretty much note for note, rhythm for rhythm.
Nothing technically crazy, but
Nothing
tasteful.
crazy.
Tasteful and appropriate.
Yeah,
Bass.
The bass.
Yes, Jay.
Yeah. I was going to say the bass part. Cause I'm with Tim on that. I think this is just a typical Rush greatness, but then you get to the bass and that's pretty special. I think. I thought it's pretty badass bass.
Yeah,
So
I'd give it a 2.
Yeah, I would too.
2. Okay. I was going to say 3, but I'm not going to argue about it too. Super groovy bass line. Nothing
Right.
as
Yeah.
wild as like La Via Strangiato or Free Will, but still one of those is, what does he sing while he's playing
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Guitar. How would you rank the guitar from Alien? Sure. Does that joke ever get old? How would you rank that?
I think
Alien Sure joke.
I mean, it's hard because I don't know anything about playing the guitar, but just listening to his book of work, I would say it's typical Rush. It's
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like he's doing anything really all that flashy. Is it extremely kick-ass and cool? Yes.
Definitely
But-
fits.
Right.
I could never play it, but for Alex, it's typical Rush.
Vocals? What about Geddy's singing?
I enjoyed them. Typical Rush.
Yeah, typical Rush.
Yeah, typical Rush. I don't always like his harmonies, but I like them in this song. I don't like the call. Sometimes I really like the call and answer in a song. Sometimes I don't like the call and answer. The Alien Short. It's just us. But
You didn't like it in this one?
not as much. I don't know what else it could have done. It's not like I have a better idea.
Yeah. You're wrong. I think that
I appreciate
No, I get it.
I appreciate
get
your
it.
candor.
I get it.
Pander, don't
Yeah.
pander.
This is the first time I really thought about how I really enjoyed Geddy's harmonies. But it is typical Rush, but it's I'm hearing something new that I like. Talking about Geddy and how his voice starts to degenerate is the word for it in the later years.
Mature.
If you think about it, maybe mature, because if you think about it, like, when's the last time Geddy Lee sounded like the Geddy Lee from 2112? Or I would say probably Tom Sawyer. I would say that Moving Pictures was probably the last album where Geddy sounded close to that Geddy. And now we have a different vocal sound with Geddy, which I like, the more mature. As the years go on, later maybe it's slightly, and it's only when he's trying to sing the old songs that it sounds like.
Yeah.
But that's just because, my God, who can sing like that?
And I think it's astounding that he spent all those years with that blood-curdling, intense screaming, and then still is able to pull off a lot of the beautiful vocals that they have on Roll the Bones.
Yeah.
as well.
Because of the kind of music that they started writing with Power Windows, that's where he maybe even Grace Under Pressure. He got more away from the Geddy of old and actually singing,
Yeah.
not.
Yes.
Oh, I heard him talking about it. I forgot how he described his early years up through, and even though he wasn't doing that stuff on moving pictures, but on the tour, they were having to still play a lot of the older stuff where he was doing the early Geddy stuff. But yeah, as they got further on, he was actually singing.
Yeah.
Like, la, 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 la.
Not sure if it's like that. But
And I guess as long as he's not ragging his voice, he's probably working his core, whatever it is you
Right.
vocalists work,
Yeah.
all the muscles and all that. All right, that's Alien Shore by Rush from the Counterparts album. That's what we think, us three nitwits, what we want to know. What do you think? Tell us. 2112 at everyrushsong.com. Catch us on the Soch at Every Rush Song. What else was there? Oh, and we have the Patreon. We've had this thing for 6 months now. And forgetting to mention, we have the Patreon page. If you like what you
we do.
hear and you want to show a little appreciation, you can catch us at everyrushsong.com/Patreon or patreon.com/everyrushsong. See what I did there with my
Like a mirror effect.
yeah.
yes.
Hmm.
Tim.
Well,
Take two
Oh.
and action.
Action.
Come take us out of here. We're running too long.
running too long. Thank you very kindly, New Orleans. We hope to see you again sometime real soon. Thank you again. Good night. I swear I'm doing a face.
Oh boy. Now you just ruined everything.